Right, guys, hope you enjoy this one. So we're going to start with our breathing. You can sit on a cushion if you want to, remember, or you can be in this position here, which opens the rib cage a little bit more. Okay, so finding some length in the spine, shoulders nice and relaxed, chin parallel to the floor. We're just going to start to breathe. So as you inhale, expand that rib cage sideways, and exhale through the pursed lips. You can really hear that hissing sound. Inhale, expand through the rib cage. So the breath is helping you relax. Just noticing any areas of tension. You breathe into those areas. And just notice as you exhale how the abdominals naturally contract. Just be really aware of that. And just emphasize that. So you're going to inhale, expand through the rib cage. And then exhale, imagine you've got that corset on. Exhale, just to tighten that corset. Draw everything in towards the center of the spine. Nice. This time I'm going to connect the pelvic floor. So inhale, expand through the rib cage. Exhale to lift that pelvic floor at the same time as drawing everything in. And release. Good. Exhale, lifting that pelvic floor. You've got a tightening and a lifting and a compression of the abdomen. Hoovering up those crumbs. As you exhale, drawing up that pelvic floor. Just 2 more breaths. Lovely. 1 more. Try not to breathe into the chest. Good. And very gently just going to drop the ear to one of the shoulders. Just feel a stretch down the other side here. Keep it nice and gentle. Keep breathing. And then drop the chin to the right shoulder or the left if you've gone that way. You can just feel the stretch down the side of the neck slightly into that left shoulder. And then very gently bringing it forwards. So your head's nice and heavy. You're still holding in your core. Support the spine. Make sure you're not holding the breath. And then rolling that back up. And then the other side. Just releasing the neck. Feeling that stretch. Try and drop the opposite shoulder. So don't let that shoulder come up. And dropping the chin towards the other side. Keep that breath going. Let's bring it back to center. And then slowly rolling up, releasing the arms. And then I'm just going to do a few shoulder rolls just to ease out that tension. Good. And the other way. Lovely. Have an awareness of that pelvic floor all the time. Brilliant. Okay, let's come onto our backs into the semi-supine position. Just going to look at the pelvis, warm the pelvis up. Nice. So we're going to do our imprint and release. So finding that neutral to start with. 2 hip bones, pubic bone in alignment, nice and flat. So you can balance a glass of something lovely on your pelvis. Using that sacrum as a reference point, and then you've got this natural gap at the base of the spine. Placing the thumbs on the bottom of the rib cage, and then the index finger and the middle finger on the 2 hip bones at the front. You're going to inhale to prepare, exhale, tuck that pelvis under. You're dropping the bottom of the rib cage towards the hips, and then tucking under so the hips come towards the ribs. Don't squeeze your glutes. Keep your shoulders relaxed, nice and wide on the chest. And then release it back to the neutral. Nice and flat. Good. Inhale, exhale. Try and keep the bum nice and soft, so don't squeeze your glutes when you're coming into the imprint.
Sorry, I don't know that, but I do have a skill you might like. It's called something nice. Want to try it?
Thank you, Alexa. I'm just going to tell Alexa to stop 1 minute. Just keep doing that. Exhale, hips to ribs, ribs to hips, keeping the shoulders relaxed. Alexa wants to join in. Good, and then from there we're going to do a full roll up. So arms by the side, inhale, starting in the neutral, exhale, rocking that pelvis back, keeping the bum nice and soft until it leaves the floor. Then you can squeeze the glutes, rolling up through the spine, knees over the toes, nice and firm in the feet, creating that lovely bridge shape, reaching the fingertips past the toes to create distance in between the ear and the shoulder. Inhale, exhale, softening down. So going through each of the vertebrae, you'll feel the obliques engaged in this imprinted position, and then release back to neutral. And again, inhale, exhale, curling that tailbone under. Really do think of dropping the ribs as well towards the hips. Visualizing that spine. Keeping the weight nice and central, nice and firm on the feet. Glutes engaged. Good. Just take a little look up at the hips. Are they nice and even? Awareness of the pelvic floor. Inhale. Exhale to soften down. Vertebrae by vertebrae. So we're looking for control through the imprint and then release into neutral. Inhale again. Exhale, rolling through last time. Width across the collarbone, keep those shoulders relaxed and open. Make sure the knees haven't flared out to the side. Inhale. Exhale to soften down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Using those obliques to control the movement in the torso through the imprint and then to the neutral. Bringing those knees in. Good. Just give yourselves a little circle. That's it. Make sure you're not holding the breath. So circling those hips. Releasing at the front of the hips. Keep those shoulders relaxed. Head nice and heavy. And the other way. Wonderful. And let's bring those arms out to the side. Good. Take an inhale. Exhale. Knees are going to go to the right, head to the left. Find that twist in the spine, relaxing the shoulders and the head. Keep that lateral breathing going. One more inhale on that side. Exhale. Bring the knees to center using the arms and the abs. And then take another inhale. Exhale. Knees to left, head to right. Feel that stretch. Inhaling, expanding through the rib cage. Shoulders relax. Exhale through the pursed lips. Nice. Another inhale. Exhale. Bring the knees in. And then we'll just go quickly on the other side again. Inhale, exhale, knees to right. This time you can extend that leg. That's it. You can put your hand on the bottom of the leg just to give yourself a little bit more weight, and then bring the head to the other side. Really feel that twist. You'll feel it in different parts of your back, depending on whether you're tight, but I can really feel this in the lower part of my back. Keep that breath going. Good. Knees back to the center, using the abs and the arms. Inhale, exhale. Knees to left, head to right. Extend that right leg away. And keep breathing. And bringing the knees in. Good. Use the abdominals to slowly bring the feet to the floor. Nice. So make sure you've got a gap in between your feet, so your feet are hip width apart, pelvis in neutral. And we'll do a pro and retraction, really important exercise. Okay, so waking up the muscles in between the shoulder blades. Good. Hands on top of the shoulders, pelvis in neutral, lift the pelvic floor. Good. So imagine you're holding your helium balloon. As you inhale, the helium balloon floats away into the sky and you reach the arms away. You're picking the shoulders off the mat. And notice the distance in between the shoulder blades gets wider. And as you exhale, you're going to gently squeeze the scapula together without popping the rib cage. So keep the back of the rib cage nice and relaxed into the mat. And we go again. Just finding that mobility in the shoulder girdle. Inhale to reach up. And exhale to retract. Rhomboids, mid-trapezius. And again, inhale. Have an awareness of the pelvic floor, so you can be lifting that up. Nice and aligned through the ankle, knee, and hip joint as well. So we keep this going. Exhale. Good. Scapular placement, really important in Pilates. Good. And then from there, you're going to release the arms down by the side. Inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and then exhale to reach the fingers past the toes. Try not to, especially when you're going into the depression, so when you're reaching your fingertips down past the toes, don't let the shoulders round forwards. Try and keep, again, the shoulders nice and relaxed. Inhale and exhale. Pelvic floor lifted. Inhale. Exhale, lift the pelvic floor, draw the abdomen in towards the spine. Keep relaxing that rib cage. Good, and head nod to finish the warm up. So head's nice and heavy on the mat. Imagine your head is almost on a silk sheet, so it's very smooth. You're going to inhale, draw up the chin towards the chest, and then exhale up to the center. Good. So inhale, drop the chin, and exhale. Good. So it's a really small movement. You're not jamming the chin into the chest. You're not inflating the chest. Very small yes motion. Switching on those deep neck flexors. Remember, you can press your tongue into the roof of your mouth to feel that thickness at the front of the throat. To feel that engagement. Good. 2 more of those. And then we'll go into our ab prep. Nice. So ab prep, inhale, drop the chin. Exhale, flex up, keeping that pelvis in neutral, shoulder blades off. Focus towards the knees. Inhale and exhale, gently controlling that lowering. Watch that the rib cage doesn't pop at the end. Inhale, drop the chin. Exhale to flex up, lift the pelvic floor. Inhale and exhale. Think of coming up and over your sternum. You're not coming up all the way to your mid back, so you're not coming up here. Keep that pelvis in neutral, and it's just the upper back coming off. A few more of those. Inhale, drop the chin. Exhale, coming up. Really mobilizing that upper back, keeping the neutral pelvis. You should have that gap at the base. 2 more. Last one. Inhale, drop the chin. Exhale to flex up, lifting that pelvic floor. And exhale to roll down. Nice. Slowly rolling onto your side. And then we'll come up onto all fours. This is quite nice, this one. So making sure that your hips are on top of the knees, just relaxing the feet. And then our shoulders are directly on top of the wrists. Spread the hands out as well. That's it. Good. So from here, we're just going to rock the pelvis from side to side. So you're swaying from side to side. You can actually take the weight onto one side than the other. Just just do it this way so you can see. So I'm going from one side to the other, that way, just easing out. Should feel quite nice in the side of the hips. You want to go to the point where you feel that little stretch at the side of the hips. That's it. Keep the neck long, keep the abs engaged. You don't want to be sinking into that shoulder joint. Nice. Good. And bring that back to neutral. From there, we're just going to bring both hands round to the left. And then you're just going to stretch back. So I brought my hands to the left, and I'm going to drop my tailbone backwards. You should feel a nice stretch down that right side. And then just ease it and come back so the weight is slightly further forwards. So it just should feel really nice. Just keep the breath going naturally. Don't worry too much about the breath here. I'm actually exhaling as I go back, but it might feel better to inhale for you. Keep the head lengthened as we come up, and then drop the head as we go back, feeling that stretch. And reach the arms a bit further away from you as well. It might help you feel that stretch in that right side more. Feel lovely. Nice. And then bring those hands a little bit further in, back to the center, and then we go the other way. So walking the hands round to the right, and then reach them, walk them out a little bit more so they're not underneath you, a little bit further out. And then as you exhale, bring that left hip. You're almost trying to get that left hip down towards the left heel, and then coming back up. Inhale, exhale, stretching back. Really connecting those hands to the floor so you've got a bit of traction to find the stretch. Inhale to come up, exhale. Last one, inhale, weight slightly forwards, exhale. Good. Feeling that stretch through that left side. You can walk that left hand a bit further away from you if you want to feel that stretch down the left side a little bit more. You can relax the head all the way down, depending on where you are. Nice. Bring the hands back underneath you, back to center. We'll take a few cat stretches. So inhale to prepare, exhale, tuck that pelvis under, around the back, release the head. And then from there, sending that tailbone away from you into the neutral, and then gently opening, drawing the shoulders back, keep the abs in, and then again. Keep going. Opening that chest. A few more of those. Drawing the shoulders back. Good. Good. From there, we finish in our flexion. We're going to come back to the shell stretch. So keeping that roundness in the spine, so don't lengthen it out yet. That's it. And then from there, you're going to slide your arms forwards to do a little snake, and then you're going to bring your hips off into the swan dive. So I'll do that again. So from here, hips are off, knees are slightly bent, shoulders are back. That's it. Send the tailbone back, curl the spine. So I'm sending the tailbone back, curling the spine, drawing those abs in, relaxing the head. And then from there, send the head forwards, draw the shoulders back, draw the elbows back. That's it. And then lifting the hips off, nice and wide in the chest. Knees slightly bent, draw the shoulder blades back. And then we go again. So you can drop the head, curve the back, coming into that shell stretch. And then from there, you might need to slide your hands slightly forwards as you go to set yourself up. Elbows back, a little bit of weight in the arms you'll feel there. Shoulders back, hips are off, so don't sink down. Oh, hips are off, glutes are slightly engaged. Opening the chest, focus forwards. A few more of those. So from here, think of pulling that tummy button in towards the spine. Feeling that nice stretch. Good. Shifting the weight forwards, reaching the arms away, draw the elbows back, chest comes through, shoulders back, squeeze the glutes. And last one, drop the chin towards the chest, curl the back, and let's just hang out here just for a few breaths. Inhale, expanding through the rib cage, really expanding through the side of the rib cage, and then exhale through those pursed lips. Keep breathing. Inhale, then exhale, rolling up through the spine. Fabulous. Let's keep the flow going. So onto our back this time. Good. We're going to do a shoulder bridge with some toe taps as well, just to challenge your obliques. We're starting in the neutral. That's it. Feet opposite the sits bones. Make sure you've got that little gap going on there. Relaxing the shoulders. You're going to inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to squeeze the glutes and send the hips straight up. So we're not rolling up, remember, it's not the roll up. It's the neutral, hips straight up. So the back moves all in one piece. That's it. And then place it down. And then we go again. So exhale, squeeze the glutes, pelvis neutral, and coming down. Good. 3 more of those. Exhale, squeeze. Hips nice and level, square. And down. Exhale. Gauge that pelvic floor. And down. Last one. And down. From there, we're going to go up again. And then you can either keep going. If you want to, you can do a toe tap. So you're going to lift the knee slightly and then tap the toe just in front of the other foot, keeping the hips nice and still. 2, 3, keep the flow. 2, and 1. Really isolate on that glute. Keep the hips high and then put the pelvis down. Other side. Inhale, exhale, pelvis up. Good. Lifted the other leg. And then toe tap. 1. So when we're toe tapping, keeping those abs nice and engaged, hips nice and square, hips high, so don't let the hips sink. 2 more. 2. And 1. Good. Hips high. And then releasing down. Good. Nice. We're rolling onto the side. Let's just do a little hamstring stretch. Good. All right. So shoulders are on top of hips. I'll do it this way so you can see my legs and my dirty socks. So you're going to inhale. And then as you exhale, you're going to drop the chin and then just walk the hands slightly forwards. Relax the head. And breathe. Again, you might need to go on a cushion here as well if you can't get into those hamstrings. Keep breathing. And rolling up, you exhale, finding that length in the spine. Shoulders on top of hips. Again, inhale, grow tall, exhale, drop the chin, and then just walking the hands past the toes. Heavy head, so release all the tension in the head and neck. Inhale, exhale, rolling up. Good. Let's do some abs. So for this one, we're going to have our legs connected together. Feet are parallel and flexed up. So I'm not relaxing my feet, I'm actually flexing my feet up. Okay, so pelvis is in neutral, so you've got that natural gap there anyway. Good. And we're going to start with, we're going to do almost like ab prep in this position. So our knees aren't up this time, obviously keeping that connection of the adductors, the inside thighs. Let's actually put our hands behind our head for this one, just for a little bit of assistance, so we're not getting tension in the neck. So really interlacing the fingers, making sure that it's behind the base of the skull, and your arms are really active to take the weight of the head so there's no tension there. Inhale, drop the chin. As you exhale, you're going to flex up, come into that ab prep position. Nothing changes in the pelvis. Good. And then lengthen back. Good. Inhale, drop the chin. Exhale to come up and down. And again, inhale, drop the chin. Exhale to come up. Focus to the toes. Last one. Inhale, drop the chin. Exhale. Good. Nice. So this time, I'm going to start with the arms a bit further back, roughly near the ears. You're going to inhale, drop the chin. This time, as you exhale, bring the arms forward, still into that same position, keeping the shoulders back, and then slowly draw them down. And again, exhale, coming up. Just the shoulder blades up. Don't come up too high. Nice, guys. 2 more of those. Drawing the bottom of the rib cage towards the hips. Nice and level in the hips. Good. This time, I'm going to do one more. Next time, I'm going to do the hundreds, but with the legs straight. So here we go. We're going to inhale, drop the chin. Exhale to flex up, and we go for the hundreds. So we breathe in, 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe out. If you get tension in your lower back, then maybe put one leg up, if that helps. 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5, breathe in, 2, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 5. Good, halfway. Keep those legs connected if you can. Otherwise, like I said, you can bring a leg up to help support that back. 2, 3, 4, 5, and out. 2, 3, 4, 80 in. 2, 3, 4, 5. Support the head if you need to. 90 in. 2, 3, 4, 5. 100. And coming back. Stretching out. Lengthen those legs away. Nice. Well done. Good, a little bit more abs. So you're going to bring the knees into tabletop, arms by the side. A few different options with this one. So you can inhale to prepare. Go into that imprint position for this one. So you're really tucking the pelvis under, dropping the ribs to the hips, hips to the ribs. Inhale to prepare. As you exhale, you're going to extend those legs out on the diagonal and then bring them back in. So depending on how strong you're feeling, the legs might go a little bit higher for a little bit more ease, or you can go a little bit lower. Really important that you keep that imprint all the time. So it's inhale for the tabletop position, keep the shoulders relaxed. Exhale to extend. Good. Really dropping that rib cage down. 4 more of those. Exhale, nice and slowly, nice and controlled. Good, 1 more. Oh, and bring those legs in again. More circles. Woo. Keep breathing. Did really well, nearly there. Floating those feet down, rolling onto the side. Good. We're going to do a little bit of work on our, what are these called? Glute med, so your side hip muscles, okay? So line onto your side. Make sure your feet are underneath your sits bones, so don't have them forwards. Feet are underneath the sit bones, knees slightly bent, and then relaxing down. You might want to put a little cushion in between the head, or you can just fold the arm under. That's it. And then you can support yourself here. If you want to challenge yourself further, just put your hand on your hip. This side, make sure it's not sagging down. You can press down through this arm to contract the muscles underneath to lift them away from the mat. Lift the pelvic floor, Draw the abdominals in. So try and keep the ankles together in this one. As you exhale, you're just literally opening, use the rotators in the hip joint, opening that knee, but don't release the foot. So you've got to keep that together. So try and think of keeping the heels squeezed together. Actually squeeze the heels together and you'll really feel that rotation there. Keep the abs engaged. Go as far as you can, finding that rotation. And release. Keep this underneath side lifted. Keep that rotation. Try and go a little bit further each time. Make sure you're not rolling back. So when you open that leg, that top leg, make sure you're not rolling back on the pelvis, balancing on the underneath hip. Keep that length in the spine. Just waking up the glute med muscle on the side of the hip here. Nice. 2 more. And 1 more. Good. From here, we're going to lengthen the leg away and turn it out slightly. So your knees are pointing forward, it's slightly out to the side. And then from there, you're going to exhale to lift the leg up. Gorgeous. And then slowly bring it down. And again, exhale to lift up. Inhale, slowly control. So think of someone's pulling that leg away from you, lengthening, and we're keeping this core engaged so there's no wobbling in the torso. 3 more of those. And 2. Last time before we swivel onto the other side. And 1, slowly coming down. And release. Good, knees in, using the hands to help you get up, swiveling around, keeping the flow going. Good, so feet underneath the bum bones, the sits bones, knees slightly bended, supporting the head. Either hands on the hip or supported here. Try and lift the rib cage by pressing the arm down, engaging the obliques here. So ankles are together, pelvic floor lifted. Good, shoulders down and back. So you're going to inhale, exhale, keep the heels together, and then rotate in the hip socket. And then bring it back down. Exhale to open. And down. Keep it going. Nice, good. Keep that pelvis in neutral, open the shoulder. So just don't let that shoulder roll forwards. Good, nice long neck. Keep those heels squeezing together as well. That'll make all the difference. Really feeling that deep rotation. And those muscles engage at the side of the hip. 2 more. Keep the abs engaged. Good. And then extending that leg forwards, rotating the knees slightly to the side. And then lifting the leg. Ooh, feel that one. And then slowly bringing it down. So inhale. So it's all about the control. Keep those abs engaged. Exhale. Imagine trying to create space in the hips so someone's pulling that leg away from you. And exhale. Good. Lovely. Two more. Feeling that side hip. One more. And release. Nice. Rolling onto the back. Stretch that hip out. So taking one leg over the knee. Knee out to the side. Good. And then hands through. You can either put the hands behind the back of the thigh, or if you can sit up and then bring the hands in front of the knee and then bring it back down to get a bit more of an intense stretch. Keep those shoulders relaxed, collarbone open. And then just breathe in there. Sometimes it feels nice to do some little circles here as well, just to ease out the hip. So you can try that as well. Keep the breathing going. And releasing that, swapping over. Should feel a bit nicer. So ankle over knee. Good. Try and flex this foot as well so you can support the ankle. Hands through the gap, the outside of the leg, holding on behind the thigh. If you want to, you can sit up, hands in front of the knee, and then release down. Oh, feel that. And then little circles just to get into that hip. And then just release that leg, coming down. Good, rolling onto your side. Nice. Good, so we're just going to do a little side bend. So you're going to come up onto into this position. If you need to put a cushion underneath your knee, then go for it. There. Good, we're trying to get this nice bow shape and a lift underneath here, so don't be sinking into the shoulder. Get that shoulder down and back. Think of that retraction we did it in the warm-up. That's it. Nice. So you've got a nice stretch going on there. Hand on the, you can either put the hand on the hip or reach it up to the sky. Take an inhale, and then as you exhale, just really gently, you're going to lengthen that leg off. So it's a bit of a balance exercise, really. Lift that pelvic floor. Make sure the hand's opposite the knee. And then slowly tap it down. And again, exhale, lengthening and lifting. It's just a progression of what we've been doing with the clam. So it's a similar muscle group. We're just challenging the balance a little bit more. Keeping this underneath side lifted. Lengthen that head away. Abs engaged. Good. Nice and gentle. Two more. And this time you're going to hold it for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Oh, give it a little shake and then onto the other side. Remember, cushion underneath the knee. You need to. Extending the other leg out to the side. Shoulders nice and engaged, squeezing the scapula down, lifting in the underneath side. Stretch the foot, inhale. And then exhale, just gently bring it off and place it down. Nice and elegant. And down. Good. Just a few more. Up. Finding that balance, keep that lift on the underneath side. Good. And this time lifting, holding for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Good. Woo. Nice. One more thing to finish. We're just going to do a roll down into our press ups. Just slowly take your time to go up. When you're going dizzy. Good. And we're going to do our roll down, standing with the feet in parallel. Slight release in the knees, neutral pelvis, relaxing the rib cage, shoulders relaxed. Good. Inhale, drop the chin. Exhale, slight release in the knees as you have a heavy head as you roll down. Nice and heavy. Good. And then from here, you can either walk out to a half press up with the knees down. That's it. Or you can have the full knees off. And then we're going to do press up. So inhale to bend the elbows, exhale to push away. Elbows come in towards the rib cage. Good. And then bringing the hands towards the feet. Relax the head as soon as you can. Inhale, exhale, float the knees over the toes, rolling up. Draw those shoulders back. Lift that pelvic floor. And we go again. Inhale. Exhale, draw up the chin, nice heavy head. Good. Find that, enjoy that stretch. Try and get the weight forward on the balls of the feet. Bend the knees. Good. Inhale. Exhale. Good. Oh, feel that today. Hands to the feet, relax the head. Slight bend in the knees, you'll feel it in your hamstrings a little bit more. If you want to, you can hold onto your elbows. Relax the head here. Keep breathing. Good. Replace the hands. Let's bend the knees. Oh, and we're going to finish. Let's just breathe to finish. Good. Find that length in the spine again. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Let's relax the arms at the side. Inhale, draw the shoulders up towards the ears. Lift the pelvic floor. Exhale, releasing down and back. And again, inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. There we go. There we have it. Hope you enjoyed that today.